What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super card game video. In this video, I am not alone. I'm joined by Android. In this video, we're going to go ahead and go over all of the basics for you guys that aspire to learn how to play the game. But before we proceed, Android, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you and your help, man.
Oh, of course. Of course. Anything Dragon Ball Super, you know I'm going to be there. And we are going to do this exactly right this time around.
Yeah, this is our second try, so hopefully it works out. Guys, if you want to check out more Dragon Ball Super card game content, make sure you check out Android. Link will be down below in the description for his channel. Just go ahead and sub to him. Even if you don't care, just do it and watch his stuff. I'm cool with it, I imagine, right? So that being said, we are currently on untap.in. It's a way you can interact with the community and play online, build decks, etc., etc. Otherwise, so we wanted to kind of just go over the basics of the game and teach you guys how to play. We're not going to go super in-depth with mechanics. You know, there might be some times where we talk about them, but for the most part, we're going to keep it very clean, very simple, very basic, just to get some of you guys off the ground running. And then maybe in the future, if there are other mechanics we need to talk about or things like that, let us know and we'll try to come back for that. But to begin, the way it works out is you guys decide who's going first, typically through a dice roll, however you feel like it. For the tutorial, Android, you get to go first. Cool. And then you guys start off by drawing 6 cards. Now, in this game, you're able to do a mulligan, so you pull your 6, pull what you want, keep what you want, and then put the others back in your deck, and then replace the cards that you put back in your deck. So just for purpose of this, I'm going to put these couple cards back just because we're not going to go like super in depth, not going to try to play a hardcore. I'm going to put those 2 back and then shuffle the deck and then draw another couple. Where's the shuffle button? There we go. I was on it like 5 times. I'm apparently very tired. And then when you are able to get the 6 that you want, you then from there lay out 8 lives on the side. So now that we've got our life points, which mine are now there. Now that you have your life points, I wanted to take the opportunity to explain the areas. So right now, our board is very, very basic. There's not really much going on. You can't really see it from that perspective, but just know that on the left-hand side, upper left-hand side, your leader should be there. Below that is where your lives are laid out. And then as far as the actual board is set up, the way it is at the very bottom, when you charge at the beginning of your turn, because at the beginning of your turn, you have the option to charge 1 card in order to use for energy to play some other cards. So right now, if I were to charge a card, it would be right here at the very bottom. And then the battle cards you would play with that energy or just for free for various other reasons, but anything you would play would be in the very top section. And then technically in the middle, this is the combo area when it comes to the battle steps. So we're going to come back to that, talk a little bit more about that. But we will just wanted to get you guys familiar with the board setup as far as that's concerned. And then otherwise, technically, if you were playing in person, the drop area would be over here, warp as well, your deck, etc., etc. But on Untap, that stuff is listed on the far left. So Android, it's your turn, bro.
Cool. So as far as the first turn, the thing about it is that you don't get the draw. The first turn doesn't ever get the draw. You get the six cards after your mulligan, so you pick whatever you want, depending on what you want, and then the second turn gets to draw. So first, in the phases, you generally draw. Since it's first turn, I don't get the draw. I skip that, and then I go into the charge phase. So just like he was saying, for each and every card, basically you have to use a certain card to charge it. So you use your cards to charge, and then you use the other cards to actually play it. And then to actually distinguish what's energy and what's not, you have to invert it. So that way, when you actually do play cards, people know what's energy and what's not. And then since given the name, if you ever played any other TCG like Magic, even I think Pokemon does too, but as soon as you do use it as energy, so this is energy, you tap it and then you play something else. So for this, I have a 1 cost. So you look at the top left of the actual card, it's a green. I charge the green card and it's a 1 cost. You get what I'm saying? And then we'll go into the battle sort of mechanics and everything else. But for this card, it has something called an auto. You just read it. For this one, you look at the top 3. You choose a Namekian. If you look at the bottom right, it says Namekian. I have to look for something else that has that. And I got another Piccolo.
Yeah, so as far as bottom right, I can't really show that too well, but on the actual cards themselves, in the bottom right, there's a character name, there's character traits, and you basically, when it says you look for a Namekian, it's saying any character with a Namekian trait at the very bottom. and also the era that the character's from. Majin Buu saga for this Dende in particular. And then if we go over to the Piccolo, he's from the Frieza saga, and again, he's another Namekian. So that would classify.
Yep. And since it says what it is, I have to show the opponent. Go ahead and shuffle my deck just like the card says.
Yeah, show
and
me
then, since I I don't have anything else, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass turn. So we pass turns. He has to go through all the phases, and I'm sure he'll explain what he'll do.
Yeah, so going second, you get the chance to draw. But the issue with going, and you also, by the way, get the first chance to attack, because turn one player cannot attack because, I mean, the other player hasn't had a chance to do anything yet. So they don't get to attack or draw if you go first. But the advantage to going first is you get this first play of the energy, which generally in most scenarios, unless you're up against this leader that I'm using right now, would keep you ahead of the opponent for the whole game, pretty much. You know, so that's kind of the trade-off there. But again, the opponent gets to be the first one to do their swinging. So I right now will go ahead and charge this in energy. I'm not going to use it. But again, you do want to invert it this way. So you want to make it upside down, pretty much. It looks kind of weird. When you did it, Android, it kind of showed upright for me. When you played it normally, it was already inverted. Yeah, you want to make it upside down, and then your battle cards are right side up, like that. So really quick, I obviously cannot play this Caulifla, excuse me, because she has a 4 energy cost in the top left. Now, the couple of dots next to it, if you didn't notice that previously, his cards had some of those too. That's the specified color cost. It basically designates how much of your energy overall that you need, again, the 4 for her, needs to be that specified color. So if I had 4 energy right now and I only had like 1 red and like 3 blues or whatever, blue cards down there as energy, I could not play this card. You would need 1 more red energy overall, no matter how much energy you have, because you have to meet the specified cost, which for her would be 4 overall, but 2 of which have to be red. And again, each character either has it or some of which cards do not have it. But for the most part, you'll always have at least 1 specified color on your cards. And that varies as well as you progress. Even if you look at this card here, he has 5 and 2 green specified costs, so it varies as well. So I'm going to add her back to my hand. And as the first player that gets the chance to swing, I'm going to go ahead and with my leader. My leader actually has an ability that would have let me ramp up, but I'm not going to use that for the purpose of this video. I'm just going to charge naturally, as I already did. And again, what happens is you get the chance to pivot your cards, right? Like this. And this applies to leaders and the battle cards. Now, the leader can attack the leader as well. He also has a chance to attack the battle cards while they are rested. You cannot attack a battle card while they're upright. So I can't really, on your turn, I want you to attack with a battle card if possible, because I can't really, you know, progress a little bit too much past that. Yeah. But for now, I'm going to swing at his leader here. So any negates?
No negates.
All right, guys. So this is actually a negate right here. And since we're not playing competitively, I don't really care. So this card right here requires 1 energy to play as well, 1 of which is green, like I talked about just a moment ago. It says counterattack. So it says right there, negate the attack, and then from there it has an added effect to choose one of the opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 1 or less and KO that card. So the way that the phases break down is when you declare an attack, from there you ask your opponent if they have any sort of negates. If they do not have a negate, you proceed to activate your card's auto if it has an auto effect, and then from there, blockers are initiated, and then from there, we enter the combo step. So he has no blockers on board. Blocker would be a keyword, just like this card has auto as a keyword. Technically, it would be listed as red, like this card here that I charged for energy has evolve and barrier and different other keywords there, but there's no blocker on board, so we immediately proceed to the combo step. So as I talked about just a second ago, the combo step is where you're able to take the opportunity to buff up your character's power, because overall the leader has 10,000 power in the bottom left. So right now, if I were not to combo, I would actually clash with 10,000, assuming he does not combo, because after I get the chance to combo, he gets the chance to combo. And if he combos, he's able to defend himself, assuming that he's at least, you know, just what, 1,000 higher, whatever the number is. There's not very many variables. It's typically in 5K chunks. But assuming he's got a higher overall power than me, because the attacker will always win if he either has more power or a tied number of power with whoever he's targeting. So that being said, right now, I will just for the purpose of the video, go ahead and combo in this Caulifla here. So on the far left side, Directly under the energy and the specified energy cost, there's a 5,000. That's how much he's going to buff my leader by. Next to that, it says 0 plus. The 0 plus 5,000. So if we look at this Goku that I charged, he has a 1 in that circle plus 10,000, meaning I would need 1 energy. The energy I would need to combo with him is colorless. It could be whatever color I want, but I would need to charge an energy or tap an energy, and then I would get 10,000 instead of just the normal 5,000 for no energy pretty much here. So right now my leader's at 15,000. That is all I'm going to do, and it is up to him to try to combo out if he doesn't want to take the hit.
Right. So with your what's called offensive step, so I didn't negate, it goes to your combo step and then my combo step. And then if I can't combo out, which I need either 1,000 or 5,000 more, which generally designates 2 different cards for this one, I would have to combo out. But because I don't want to and I want a card, I can take it from my life instead. And if you take a look, again, we have 8 life. When you hit 0 life or less than 1, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's ever gonna be a thing for -1 life, but you lose. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm far from losing, so I'm good.
Yeah, and typically, guys, you'll learn that like your first like 4, even sometimes 5 lives really don't matter. In a lot of scenarios, you kind of just want to rush to get your character awakened, and we'll kind of cover that in just a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and pass turn here because there's not much else I really want to do. I'm going to take back my negate, and when you combo with a card, they do go to the drop afterwards, after the battle resolves. It is now your turn, good sir.
Cool. All right, so everything gets retapped and active. I get to
Or
drop.
untapped.
Yeah, untapped. Oh, hey, look at that. we're on untap. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go through my charge phase again, and then decide what one I want to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge this Piccolo Junior. And basically, since it is my turn, I can attack with my my leader. I can play something. There's no any kind of restriction other than when you attack, you have to complete the combat phase. And then after that, you can basically do whatever you want. So if you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, everything is sort of like set from a main phase to battle phase to main phase 2 to end battle. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in forever, but for this game, it's pretty free. Like you're able to do that, and that's kind of what makes this game really fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now and attack with my leader. Go and shake.
And I'm not going to declare a negate.
Cool. And for this one, if you look at my leader, since it has an auto, when it attacks a leader card, I get to draw 1 card. I'll go ahead and do that. And for me, I have no combos.
Okay, well, since he's not going to combo, again, I have the opportunity to try to combo out. But as I said, you guys will learn it doesn't really matter early on in the game. You want to take those hits, especially if they're not critical hits. Critical, long story short, is a keyword like I was mentioning earlier with Evolve and Barrier. Critical, it says that when they deal damage to you, that actually doesn't go to your hand. It goes to the drop. And that really sucks because hand advantage is about the most important thing in the game. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different sort of keywords and everything else like that. I'm not gonna go too many into them right now, like double strike and all these other ones. You can take a look at the website if you'd like. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass turn because I don't want to like tap out. You know, you really don't want to tap out in the game, but for demonstration purposes, I'm not gonna tap out this time.
Alrighty, well, it is my turn. I'm gonna draw 1, and now that it's my turn again. I didn't figure that I would make it this far. I should have actually charged something other than the red Goku. I was like, it doesn't really matter. And now I'm like, man, I could actually exploded here.
Chill. Let's not make this from the last video.
Anyways, we'll save that for next turn, and that'll be kind of like the last turn. So right now, I still don't have anything in particular that I can play. Everything is still kind of set up that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and swing in at the leader once again. So any negates?
This time I will negate, so that way I can kind of show you guys the interaction. So what happens when you negate? You declare the negate. This one's sacrifice, which is pretty cool. If you ever look at any of the art, the art is very beautiful in person. I'm sure you guys seen either his video or my video if you're coming from my place. But for this one, it just says negate the attack. You can read the rest of the stuff if you want. But when you do pay for a counter, in that counter phase, you do have to pay for the energy. So I'll go and do that, and it goes to the drop. And
All
then
right.
after that, the battle ends.
Yep, that nullified my attack. He no longer has to take any energy, and that's really or any life. That's really good when you want to defend a battle card, for example. I asked you to swing with a card so I can swing at you.
Completely forgot. I completely forgot. I just, it was just, should have done that.
You're good. But since there's nothing else I can really do right now, I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. I should have charged green first turn. Don't misplay like that. Even though I did it intentionally, don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, this time I'll go ahead and swing with something. So let me go ahead and charge this blue.
Oh, wow. You're getting into multicolors now? You trying to be like me?
I'm just, following the trend, I'm a trend follower. For this one, you can play multiple colors just like he was doing. For different cards, since there are specified costs, you have to pay that color. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to play actually a pretty good card in this game, but not really so much in Dokkan Battle. Nail. I'm going to go ahead and attack and swing over to the leader.
Freaking hate Nail. He's really good.
Nail's pretty good.
No negate.
Okay, so for this guy's auto, it's a new keyword. Anything in red is keyword. It just says if you have 2 battle cards in play, he gains 5k, so he's 15, and I get to draw a card, so I'll do that.
Yeah, so Nail included. You have Nail and Dende out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any combos, good sir? No negates, any combos?
No combos this time around.
Well, I'm going to take that again. So now I'm down to 6.
Cool. And you know what? For again demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and attack again.
Hey! Cut it out. I'll negate that.
Yo, chill.
I'll negate that. Cut it out.
You better not. You better not kill my Dende.
Goodbye,
Dende. Kill my Dende.
Goodbye, Dende.
I'm trying to let you awaken for the people.
You should have took the life with the sacrifice then.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny?
What? Really?
Baby boy Dende coming back.
Really?
Hey boy. So we got a top 3. Get another nail. Why not?
This guy, the BM.
And Dende's
wow, really?
Get some revenge out here.
No negate. Wow.
I'm gonna be petty. So there's no restriction when it comes to combo. As long as you can pay the cost. So these are 0 costs. I'm gonna go ahead and combo.
Are you serious?
So that's 5. That's 10. 15. So this guy has 1,000 power. No, he has 16,000 power, and he has 10k.
He just dropped 3 5s on top of the 1k, so now he's 16. I'm gonna actually have to take a hit from a 1k, guys.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty gross. But I actually drew a good card, so we're good.
Not bad. I'll go ahead and pass on because everything gets tapped.
All right. So we go ahead and untap at the beginning of the turn. I forgot to do last time. Draw 1. And right now, I am going to go ahead and charge my green. And invert that bad boy. Now that I have 2 greens active, I can now play this Kaba who needs 2 energy, both of which have to be green, which is really annoying. But yes, he is now alive for us to play. He would have been had I not messed up in turn 1. So this guy has a couple of things going on. Really good card. So anyways, when you play him, you look at the top 10 cards of your deck, choose a Caulifla or a Kale and add it to your hand. If it's a Caulifla, you get to play it instead. And there's no requirements on the Caulifla. Like in the future, if we get like a busted Caulifla, which there's actually one that's really good anyway, but like if we get like a super busted one, he could play it like for free. So look at number, we're going to go to 10 and look at our top 10 cards. And we actually hit the Caulifla. Okay. All right. So we hit this Caulifla. So we then from there would go ahead and shuffle our deck. He would technically cut it, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're online. And then from there, her auto triggers, which is when she's played, I get to look at the top 7 and then choose a universe 6 among them with 15k or less and play it. So then we look at cards, number, and then we're going to go to 7 cards overall. A universe. Wow. Oh, okay. She was next. I was going to say I actually missed the Kale. But no, there's the Kale. Boom. All right. So we're good. Veggies are powerful. And then this character says if another universe 6 is in play, she is basically doing what Nail does. Plus 5k and she draws a card. She was Nail before Nail.
Chill.
So yeah, she really wants to be out with Caulifla. And then from there, I do have I mentioned it earlier. I have a blocker Kale. She can be played for free. Her auto is her permanent, excuse me, is if Caulifla is in play in your battle area, you can play this card for free without using her energy cost. There are cards like that, so be aware of that, guys. But for now, I'm going to take this opportunity since Kaba is also reducing the energy cost of the cards in hand. That red
God.
energy is actually useful.
All right, okay. Let me just stop you here, guys. DFree is the only person who's gonna play 5 different cards in the tutorial video. Let me just like he was saying like let's just not
I
go
want
ham.
I want to give them an idea of what to expect.
And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let me just go and untap everything, and then you can just go ahead and tap the 5 battle cards. That's cool. That's cool. That's fine. This is just not an accurate representation of my channel. I'm gonna go ahead and just say that, guys. D-Free, you go ahead and do your thing.
I'm gonna awaken you though, so you're good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, appreciate that. Oh, no counters, guys. No counters.
All right, well I get to draw one, and no combos.
Awesome. I'm taking
He's like, oh yeah. Well, he said this was gonna be a tutorial. All of a sudden, 5 battle cards.
Thanks. All right. No negates.
All right. No combo. Take it. Life now down to 5.
I'm taking these.
We're gonna swing
great.
leader.
No negates.
No combos.
Just the defeat in my head, in my voice, to tell you a lot here.
And now I'm gonna pass turn.
All right, cool. Well, time to do some stuff, I guess.
He was like, wait. Is he really gonna play another Kale? Damn it! That one red energy was clutch.
Let's get a little more complicated. Okay.
All right.
Do some combos here. Not sure what to do actually, but so when it comes to this game, when you have a board state like this, when you're going against 5 different cards, you have an option to either attack the cards in rest mode or attack their leader. I don't want him to awaken, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to awaken. And I'm just going to do, I guess, a couple of things as far as like the Namekian archetype goes. There's a lot of different archetypes. He's playing the Veggie archetype, which has a lot of stuff, and then Namekian. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. The guy from the Tournament of Power.
Yep, Salnell.
Yes, now I could never say his name. And then for Piccolo, the leader, his is when you awaken at 4 or less, which I am, I get to switch to energy to active mode. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So I flipped on over and do that. What else? I guess I'll go ahead and attack. So for Piccolo's awakened effect, he gains critical if I have 2 Namekians on board, which I do. I have 3. And one of my Namekians gain 5k. It's got a lot of complicated stuff, but I'll just go ahead and swing. It's a leader.
At leader, huh? Why are you gonna really try to make me take that critical?
With critical.
No negates.
I got something else for you. So I'll go ahead and draw. And then there's a card called Special Beam Cannon in this
wow.
game. You pay 1 energy. There's a lot of stuff. So this one's an activate battle. It's in your combo phase, and my leader card gains 10k.
Are you really gonna neg a card too?
I get to choose a card from your opponent's hand and drop in the area. So I'll go ahead and choose whatever that is.
Wow, my scientist Fu.
Oh, that's pretty good actually.
That's a really good hit.
So he's at 25,000 critical.
All right, well I guess, and we mentioned it earlier, when you get hit with critical, that card goes to the drop.
Yep.
So now I'm actually at 4 lives left as well, though, so I can actually awaken.
Nice. And I'll go ahead and attack with nail to the fake nail.
The fake nail. I'm gonna go ahead and block that one.
Okay. My auto still goes since when you block, basically it's in between counter and the autos in combo. And then the whole thing keeps going. So I'm not gonna combo.
Goodbye, Kale. Thanks for saving the other Kale.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. Oh, she did all right. And then I'll go ahead and attack.
Don't.
I guess I'll attack one of the kills again.
No negates. Any combos?
Just 15,000.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take this opportunity to flip my leader. and then I get to draw 2 cards on a flip. So unlike him, that his is able to untap 2 energies. A lot of the older leaders like Super Saiyan 3, which he's not even super old really, but a lot of the older ones typically just drew you 2 cards. The new style ones are allowing you to undo 2 energies and send them back to active mode so you can use them again. So now, right now, I do have to find a way to combo 10,000 because if I put 5 in, it would clash and he would still win. I need to do 10,000. So right now, I wish I had the untap, actually. That would be really nice. But I have what is called a super combo. Boom.
Oh, okay.
All right, so super combo, my Piccolo here, my Namekian, allows for, as it says right there, when you combo with this card, if your leader card is blue, they are color designated. There's a bunch of them, so don't worry about it. Your life is 4 or less, draw a card, and add 10,000. So that fat 0 turns to a fat 10,000 for 0 energy cost, and I get to draw a card. So that's enough to block that hit.
Cool. And that's pretty much it. The fact that you did awaken during the combo phase, that's one of the things that you can do in the game. Generally, you can do it really at any time during your own turn as well. But the only time that you can do it during your opponent's turn is during the combo phase. And I think that's pretty much it for me. And honestly, I think we went through most of the things.
Yeah, we have. So this will actually be our final turn. I'm going to draw one more, and we're not going to really commentate on it too much, just play normally, just so you guys get the idea for the actual flow of the game right now. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and swing in with leader over to your nail, actually.
Okay. No negates.
All right, auto draw 1, and I will not combo anything.
Yeah, nail's dead.
Nail's dead. So now, right now, I'm going to take the opportunity to... Kind of wish I had another Kaba right now. That'd be really nice, but let's see if I can dig one out. Shake here. Swing with Kale.
All right, no negates.
All right, draw 1. No combo.
One thing that we didn't mention is that we can combo from the field. I'm pretty sure we didn't mention that. So
we did not. Right now. Yes, if your battle card is out there, their combo cost still applies. You can still combo with them if they're active. If they're rested like his Soundel is, you can't do it.
Mm-hmm. And since she's at 15, because there is another Universe 6, I have to be 5K over that.
Yep.
And I will. So there you go.
Goodbye, Dende. All right, so we're going to swing it again with Kale at Soundel.
Leave him alone. No negates.
We're going to draw 1. I'm just digging out a Kaba. Yay, there he is.
Oh, god dang it.
No combo, bro.
All right, that time he's dead.
All right, we're going to tap 2. Play another Kaba. We're going to look at top 10. Sorry, I thought this was like not a good deck, but it apparently is. But the good news is I almost whiffed, but not really. Alrighty. So this Caulifla is different than the red one. She doesn't get to bring another card into play. And she also forces me to take one of my own lives, which is a good thing and kind of a bad thing in certain scenarios. But I will go ahead and draw 1 to my hand. All right, and since I have the Kabas on board, Cauliflas are a free play right now. Kale is almost a free play as well. So I'm going to play another one.
Oh.
Draw 1. Okay.
OH, period.
I'm going to tap 1 here, and I'm going to play here.
Oh.
I'm going to free play here.
Oh.
All right, guys, that's it. That's it.
Wow. All right. So in this situation,
he commented,
he kind of don't really need, can't really do much. You know, it's not really much you can do here. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal my hand. Got a couple counters. After that, I'm done. It's done. There's not really much here.
Yeah, my hand was pretty nice.
Okay. Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah,
that's just dumb. Well, there you go. That's all, guys. In the next video, when he plays these veggies, I'm gonna introduce what's called Zeno, and then we'll see how that goes. See
Hater.
how fair that is.
Hater.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We hope that you guys had fun, learned some stuff. If there's anything else you want to know, let us know in the comment section down below. Subscribe to this channel if you're new, as well as Androids. Link will be down below in the description. Have an awesome day, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.